What's up, guys? I am in the beautiful state of Indiana with my kinfolk for the New Year's holiday. And I just been kind of sitting back, chilling, not doing much on social media. But I had to make a video talking about this situation that has evolved out of the recent ruling in the case between Tariq Nasheed and Taharka Bey. You got this guy, Tariq, Mr. Bojangles himself, sitting up trying to act like the loss that he took in court to Taharka was not a loss. In a live recently, Tariq actually admitted that Taharka beat him in court and says, well, technically he won, but in reality, he didn't really win because he didn't get anything. I want to share something with all of you about legal court cases. No one hires a team of lawyers if there's not a chance that they're going to take a significant loss. Me and Tariq were in a dispute about a restraining order. Tariq hired one definitely newbie black lawyer. That's it. And they might have been together from what I saw, allegedly. That's not someone who's in fear of losing a substantial amount of money. But when Tariq went to court with Taharka Bey, from what we're hearing and what we're actually seeing, Tariq hired a team of white lawyers. And I'm pretty sure they were Jewish. And that tells me that Tariq had a lot to lose based on the decision of that case. Now, Taharka won the case. Tariq admits this, right? But then Tariq tries to say, well, he's not going to get any money. He's not going to get any money. Well, here's the thing. One thing I can always count on Mr. Nasheed to do without fail is lie. I've personally experienced Tariq Nasheed's lies and the extent he will go to enforce or instill this lie within the psyche of his following, FBA, the online Zest cult, right? Tariq said that I was going to unalive his family. Just made up all these lies on me, things I never said. I was stalking him. And to this day, me and Tariq have never met in person other than that day after court when I whipped his ass in the courtroom. And he was so angry that he approached me with his 4 Latino goons. Just couldn't handle the fact that he lost in court, was ready to get into a physical altercation with his goons because he can't take a loss. So for me, if you're looking at everything honestly, there isn't one thing in me. There's not even an inkling of doubt in my mind that Taharka received a judgment for a substantial amount of money from Tariq. Taharka ain't the richest dude in the world. You know, getting some money, it means a lot to bro. And bro left out the courtroom immediately, singing the praises of his victory, right? If he didn't get any substantial money, he would have just waited, got online later and been like, yeah, I beat him, da-da-da. What reason does Taharka have to lie about a judgment for cash payments? It just hurts FBI. I mean, you see these guys in the comment section. No, he didn't get no money. Okay, what is their basis for determining that Taharka didn't get any money? Let's think. Oh, Tariq said so. And that's how you know this is a cult. Because these people, it doesn't matter what the evidence and the facts point to. Tariq's word is law. If Tariq say that the sky is green, they are very much like the followers of the Dane Calloway cult. The truth doesn't matter. whatever Dane Calloway says is truth. And in the same sense, whatever Tariq says is true. You're not going to get anywhere dealing with people like this because they are in a cult. They don't realize they're in a cult. And one of the main characteristics of a cult is that the leader can never be challenged. His word is infallible. So when the leader actually takes a loss, like Tariq took in court, the leader now has to pivot and rearrange the dogma of the cult to a position to where they can never be wrong. I was wrong, but I'm still right type of situation. So when it comes to me, I just use the process of elimination, and it goes a little something like this. Tariq said he was right in the court case. Taharka said he was right in the court case. We all knew that Tariq was in the wrong in the court case because why? Tariq not only assaulted Taharka on camera, Taharka never laid a finger on Tariq. So the assault case, that's a loss right there. Then Tariq tried to say that Taharka was stalking him. He tried to say that, he tried to say Taharka was stalking him. We know that's a lie. Taharka lived way in Baltimore. You opened up a public museum. He came out one time to question the validity of the museum, document, his experience as far as the Hidden Hustle liquor store is concerned. One time. That ain't stalking. And he recorded everything. You approached him, smacked him up. The slap was funny. I will give you that. So we know in that case, you are the liar there if you say anything otherwise. And then last but not least, Taharka got at Tariq on the validity of his claims. You said this, and that did not turn out to be true. Tariq took it a step farther by saying bro was like a rapist, a PDF. He was just going in on bro, which one thing about Tariq, if he says something, his FBA minions, they're going to go out and spread it like wildfire, right? He does have that power. But as they say on Spider-Man and Superman, with great power comes great responsibility. See, so when Tariq says something, he puts that narrative out there. That's kind of how he got the FBA thing going. He does have that power. But here's the problem. If you putting out a certain narrative starts to cause trouble, or it creates a situation where someone is being defamed to a great extent, well, now you become responsible for whatever damages are incurred due to you being the originator of that narrative. It doesn't take a judge to see why Taharka should receive a cash payout. It doesn't take a judge to see why Taharka should receive these damn reparations that FBA ain't going to get in the form of cash payments from the pockets of Tariq Aloysius Nasheed, Mr. Bojangles himself, as we so lovingly call him. Tariq is lying. He's lying through his false teeth. He's lying through his suspected tether hairline that he paints on. Bro is going to have to pay Taharka. And everyone keeps saying, why aren't they talking about the amount? Sometimes in a ruling like that, you can ask that the judgment amount, the payout, not be disclosed. And sometimes the judge will do that. Because, sometimes the judge will say we're not going to disclose the amount because we don't want it to become like a copycat thing where a bunch of people are coming after this person thinking that they're going to get money. Also, you have to understand that when you're a judge, you make rulings that impact millions of people, right? And what the judge is not trying to create is a situation where every single podcaster or vlogger is running the court every time somebody says something bad about them, trying to get a settlement. That's like what happened between me and Tariq. Tariq was trying to get something called a prior restraint on speech on me. And what that would have basically been doing was robbing me of my First Amendment rights. So the judge, she knew that when she ruled against Tariq, he would then take it and play the race card because she was white. She knew that. So she made Tariq put his claim in writing. So anybody who had a doubt about her ruling could then go and read his claim, and they would be able to determine, hey, this guy's a freaking idiot. Excuse me. But Tariq, he's just a liar. Old school liar from way back. The equivalent of a big fat mammy gossiping, putting all your business on the line, on the wire, right? That's basically it. Tariq is a gossip girl. He doesn't want people to talk about him, but he runs his mouth and talks about everybody else. He lost the case to Taharka. He even admitted that. When it comes to court cases, Tariq is like 2 and is 0-2. He ultimately got destroyed. And, well, I think he's 1-1 with Taharka because I think he did win a case in Baltimore, which is crazy. There's no such thing as home field advantage in this situation because when Taharka was in Baltimore, he lost his own town. But when he came out to L.A., bro, what feet? All I'm going to say is this. Tariq, you need to stop lying so much. You're too old to have to lie as much as you do. You know, I'm of the belief that when you reach a certain age, you shouldn't have to run around lying anymore. You know, you need to stop lying about that museum. You need to stop lying about that white woman who lived up in your house. And you need to stop lying about these court cases. Just because you have an army of idiots who will regurgitate whatever you say, that does not mean that it's true. And you just destroy all credibility, which Tariq's credibility was gone a long time ago. But that being said, congratulations to Taharka. Tariq did slap the dog shit out of you, but you win in the end, man. We're adults now. It ain't a matter of who's the toughest. It's definitely a matter of who's the smartest. So congratulations to you. I saw you were in Long Beach looking for me. Apparently, I actually wish I could have linked up with you, but I was actually traveling, bro. My bad. You should have posted that the day you were in Long Beach, not several days later. I would have pulled up on you. I would have bought you a steak. We could have celebrated your victory. But, and Tariq, just for shame, Tariq. For shame. Hey, have a nice one. Peace.